Braves thinks he's still a player.
Coach just blows the whistle and just starts screaming at everyone, get out of here. Vrabel joined the fight to break it up.
What? Braves.
Could you imagine Bill doing that?
Welcome to Dudes on Dudes. I'm Julian Edelman.
And I'm Rob Gronkowski.
And this is the show where your favorite dudes talk about their favorite dudes.
We're talking. Julian paid a visit to Patriots training camp, the NFL season predictions, and the NFL preseason is kicking off right around the corner. Then we wrap it up with the Chillest Dude of the Week presented by Coors Light. Let's go.
Dudes on Dude is a production of iHeartRadio.
Jules, what's going on with your neck? What happened right there? What is that? Like, what's that called? That little, it's not a Band-Aid.
This is an incision.
An incision mark that's covered
Bandaged.
up. What happened? Yeah, the bandage. What's going on?
What's going on? I had
Tell everyone.
I had a disc replacement surgery on my C6, C7 vertebrae. So since I've been playing, I had my shoulder redone, right going into my final year. Remember when I had the AC joint?
Mm-hmm.
They fixed that, and I started getting pain in the back of my shoulder, or back of my shoulder. From there on, I always had kind of a little ache, and it's been going on for like 5 years. I've been bitching and complaining about my shoulder. I keep on thinking, it's just because of this goddamn shoulder reconstruction surgery. Finally go see Neil Elitrosh out in L.A. He's the shoulder guy. And he goes, this ain't your shoulder. It's your fucking neck. So I go and I'm like, what do you mean it's my neck? He goes, well, there's a bunch of nerves that hit up on your neck. They could shoot signals down to your tricep, your hand, which I was starting to get my hand numb. My tricep was starting to tingle. And I finally saw him, got an MRI, and they're like, yeah, you have a full degenerated disc space, whatever. We need to get you, how's your pain? And I'm like, I'm in kind of pain, but not a lot of pain. Anytime I drive or I sit and do nothing, that's kind of when I feel it. When I'm active, it kind of warms up. So I went on Protozone, and they put me on a steroid, which is like an oral steroid. You take like 6 pills and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to try to get the inflammation down. We do that. It feels better. And I go and do that goddamn movie, a movie in Atlanta.
A movie.
Yeah,
not that movie, but a movie.
A movie.
And
I was there. I took a flight to Atlanta. And Atlanta's a sneaky far flight from California. Mm-hmm. It's sneaky far. It's a sneaky 4 hour. It's not like, I thought we were going to Texas or something. You get 2.5, you're there. I sleep weird on the way back, and I wake up and like my neck is like on fire, or my shoulder blade is on fire. And so go get a fucking epidural, go to Europe, and then all of a sudden my tricep turns off, and like I'm like, oh shit. So I go and see, Dr. Bay. He's a neck specialist out here, and he basically says, yeah, we got to get this thing operated on ASAP, because the longer that nerve's off, your disc probably is, it's on a motor nerve. The longer that's off, the longer it's going to be to get it back. And so I find out literally Friday about this. And then they're like, we got to get you in like ASAP. I get the surgery yesterday, Tuesday, and feel pretty great. I'm pain-free. I just can't twist my neck. But, here in the Nut House, we podcast hurt. Okay. I played with broken feet, broken arms, torn root meniscus. I can talk with a bad neck.
Jules, you're a tough SOB. I've seen you play through so many injuries while you played out on the football field, and now I see you podcasting through an injury as well. You're a beast on the field, off the field. That's why you'll always be a legend. People got to understand going through that pain as well and dealing with it on a daily basis, and you never let it stop you, just like you didn't let it stop you out on the football field. And that's what made you such a great football player. You got to fight through adversity in order to be a great football player. You're never going to be 100% in a game, while you're playing, but you got to find ways to fight through. You got to find ways to dig deep and to be able to pull out and come through for your teammates. And you're here doing that today, Julian. You just had surgery 24 hours ago, and you're still here. You're still showing up. You're still spitting knowledge. And also, I just want to say welcome to the disc degeneration game.
We should degeneration disc.
Degeneration disc.
We're not degeneration X. We're
degeneration
disc.
I've had 3.
We go like this?
Yes. Because we're representing our disc right there.
Oh my God, degeneration disc.
I've had 3 back surgeries in my career. You had a disc replacement.
Spine, any spine, you gotta, spine is, if you're any spine injury, you could be in degeneration disc.
There's a lot of people in the Degeneration Disc Club as well. I know a lot of guys, and it's a special club now. I'm glad we
Jack
just
is definitely in Degeneration Disc.
Yes.
I think he's like literally pulled up by
Jack
disc
might
stuff.
be the founder.
Jack is the founder of the Degeneration Disc.
Without knowing.
Also, I gotta let everyone know I set a record.
What was the record?
I set a record for the fastest dip out of surgery. I took a dip as soon as I woke up. I looked at the nurse. I was like, "Can I make the record for the fastest dip out of surgery?" She goes, "What? No, you can't."
How fast was it?
Well, then I looked at Ryan and said, "Give me my dip." He's like, "Here." I think it was probably, I don't know. You're still kind of weary. I don't know the time. Ryan, how much time was it?
He's shaking his head.
30 minutes after, probably 5 minutes after the anesthesia wore off. 5 minutes after anesthesia wore off.
And then how long did you keep the dip in for?
Oh, I kept it in probably like 8 hours.
8 hours?
Yeah.
After
forgot
surgery?
it was in. Forgot it was in. But
You might be the first one to ever pull that off.
I think I'm telling you, I broke record. But whatever, we're good. So let's get into it. But speaking of it, they banned fucking smelling salts, which I don't know. That sucks.
It's stupid. Kind of stupid. I mean, what was the reasoning
because
behind it?
They say because if you have a concussion, it can wake you out of the concussion or something. It's something to do with head stuff, which, like it is what they put in front of your nose when you're knocked out to wake you up. So, I don't know. I feel bad for the boys because we used to do it remember what would Tom do before every game?
He put a couple of the smelling salts, he'd break them in half and then put them in a cup so that it makes it more concentrated. And then you sniff the cup and kaboom. You just
and he'd pass it around.
Spot.
It's like everyone hitting the joint. Hey, man, hit it. Let's go. We're about to go to war. Let's go. Bam,
around.
bam, 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 bam. Man, that sucks, man. I remember, James Devlin he used to bring a box of smelling salts in the weight room. And before every time he would go up, he would hit a salt just to get hammered. Not hammered, but it just gives you a little crazy.
How strict are they going to enforce the ban of smelling salts?
Our guy's going to be
You can have
them
them in your pocket. You can walk into the bathroom. Pretend you're taking a number 2 and just be sniffing smelling salts while.
Well, they going to test you? Do they have a test to know if you're on a smelling salt?
Yeah. There's
How
no
are they going to know
for it.
Is there going to be like a spotter? We have a head spotter. Now there's a fucking smelling spot.
Is it going to be like a COVID spotter if you weren't wearing your mask inside the building that he was going to come find you and tell you to put the mask back on? So is that kind of going to be the same thing? Someone just looking around, spotting to see if there's any salts. Anyone has them in their pocket. Anyone sniffing them in the bathroom. And if he finds you, kabam, you're in trouble right on the spot.
It's going to be a full like prison. Guys are going to be sitting around like, you think the fellows aren't going to be smelling those salts? They're going to be like passing them off and like, it'll be like little handshakes and just.
I mean, it's understandable, like the reasoning behind it, because the NFL does preach, let's lower the concussion rates and make player safety a high priority. So I understand what they're doing, but it's freaking smelling salts.
It got me.
It's smelling salts. How about maybe if you had a concussion in the last, 3 weeks or you just got one, then smelling salts are banned from you.
They got to find,
But like if you're totally healthy, smelling salts should be totally acceptable.
I don't know the scientific backing behind why we probably shouldn't use it. It probably is like killing your brain cells immediately when you're sniffing it. It can't be good for you. I literally just shed a tear.
1 or 2 sniffs, every other day is not bad. Moderation.
I only found out because, I'm in post-op watching Inside Training Camp and fucking Kittle, and they're at the Niners. And Kittle goes on. He's not even in an interview. He comes up. He's like, they're banning the smelling salts, which I was like, man, that's crazy. that's gonna suck because, like, I don't know. It's just
I mean,
there's gonna be something now. Don't the rappers now have like the little Vicks pop smells? Guys gonna be Vixen. You know the little Vicks the sniffs. Have you seen those?
I never seen those ones.
Guys now have like little chapsticks that smell like Vicks, and they smell it. Those are like super popular right now. So are guys just gonna go to that?
What's in there? Menthol and camphor?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
It's the menthol that gets you going.
Maybe everyone just maybe this is a big play for Vicks Vapor Rub. Maybe the NFL has a fucking deal with Vicks Vapor Rub, and they're like, you can't use this. You have to use this.
Possibly.
I don't
The
know.
NFL always has tricks up their sleeves.
We got to see what Kittle does because I can't see Kittle just going cold turkey. No freaking smelling salts. That guy, for a game, 0?
I was never really a big smelling salt guy. I would do them because, like you said, Tom would be handing, passing the cup
Peer pressure
around.
got you.
But like it never not affected me in a negative way. So I didn't care. I'd be like, give me that, and I just sniff it. It's not like it just like I sniffed it and I was like running around like
A monkey with it.
no, who's that Colombian?
Pablo Escobar.
Yeah, Pablo Escobar and his crew. It wasn't like that. Like,
No.
I was sniffing. I'd be like, oh, all right. Like some cobwebs maybe fell off, maybe a little bit clear right there, but it doesn't like wake me up like that. It was just kind of a thing to do.
Maradona?
Maradona.
My daughter does a little soccer move called the Maradona. She does like a little spin. She goes, Dad, look at my Maradona. That hurt my neck. The FDA noted potential negative effects from ammonia inhalants use. What is that AIs? AIs also have the potential to mask certain neurological signs and symptoms, including potential signs of concussions. That's what it is. Well, that sucks. I went to Pat's camp.
How was that, Jules? What was that like? What's the feel between? Because you went to Pat's camp, obviously, when you were retired. Coach Belichick was still the coach.
Yeah.
You went to Pat's camp when head coach Gerard Mayo was there as well, which was last year. And now you're at Patriots camp with head coach Mike Vrabel leading the way. What was the feel this year compared to those other two head coaches? And how did they look? More importantly, how did they look as well?
I thought they looked pretty good. I went and watched the O-line. Coach Doug Monroe had the boys working.
I feel like Doug Monroe is like kind of a steal for them.
Doug Marone.
Doug
Marone.
I knew you were saying it wrong.
Doug Marone.
You got me to say it wrong. Doug Marone.
I'm on painkillers, okay?
Yes.
Okay, I'm on painkillers, literally, whatever. But I like Doug Marone. Josh looks like he has the offense going. It seems like there's a lot more cohesiveness this year. They look energized. I think Drake looked really good. He didn't look like he was making it look like easy. You know what I mean? Which that's a sign of him looking good.
Never
just
flustered.
Operational, like getting the play in, getting the personnel groups in, getting the play called, identifying the defense, getting the cadence off, changing protection, knowing where our side, like he had all that stuff, looked very good. The Henderson kid out of the backfield looked very good.
Second round pick
out of Ohio State, had a couple big plays, looks smart, looks hungry.
Who does he remind you of as a running back? James White a little bit?
He's
does he
taller.
Have any tendencies there?
He's a little taller, but he can do a lot of that stuff. He can do that stuff. He's taller than, a Sweet Feet or a Vereen. Vereen was kind of a little taller, and K. Falk was a little, he's 5. I feel like he was taller. What's his height? He's a little lankier too, maybe, but he was really good. The energy of practice was good.
What was the vibe like?
The vibe, they had a swagger, I feel. And that comes because the quarterback, he's going into his second year and he knows what's going on.
Henderson's 5'11", Falk is 5'8".
Yeah, he's 5'11", but he's a tall 5'11", one of those 5'11s that's like really kind of 6 foot. But he's not. So I mean, it was fun. The fans were out.
What was the fan atmosphere like? Were they all excited? Everyone up on their feet, cheering, cheering whenever a pass was completed, all that good stuff.
It was getting there.
Mm-hmm.
It was getting there.
Like they're excited about the team, but they're
excited.
not sure.
A lot of Drake made jerseys.
They're not sure that they should be too excited yet.
Drake's the guy.
Mm-hmm.
They love Drake. Drake's the guy.
Were there still Edelman jerseys?
Oh yeah, there's still Eddies.
That's what I'm talking
There's
about.
There's still some Eddies. There's
what about
some Gronkies
jerseys?
There's Gronkies.
Nah, that's what I'm talking about.
There's
baby.
Eddies and
We're
Gronkies.
still loved. We loved you guys. We love you guys too.
There's
guys.
a couple Brady's.
Just a couple, I bet. Not too many.
Well, they don't want to hurt. I think it's a little sensitive for the new quarterback, like for the fans, and I think they're trying to get around the kid.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if they want the kid to see that they're wearing 12 because they want the kid to be the new 12. If that makes sense. But it was fun. It was cool to go to this year's compared to last year's because now I saw the system they were running, and I could do plus minus system in my head for each guy instead of like last year when they were running a completely different offense, West Coast. I didn't know what was going on. So like for me this year, just knowing the offense and seeing how they executed, I was like, man, there's a lot of guys making plays. Pop Douglas made a couple plays. 6 and 9, Baker and Booty, they made a couple plays. They missed a couple plays too, but they have potential to be a competitive football team, and that would be a success. You got to manage your expectations when you had 4 wins last year.
How is Josh McDaniels doing? Is he running the same offense that he ran when we were there?
Running a lot of the same stuff, but also using similar, but you know how the offense would always kind of change according to who was healthy and who was playing?
Yes.
So like they're still trying to figure out who's their guys and what guy they can lean on. And that's just, and
what guy can do what.
What guy can do what
situation that he thrives in, what situation the guy doesn't thrive in.
What spot he thrives in,
what's our best personnel?
The personnel groups were flying. So they're hitting a lot of those. I don't want to get too much in depth because I don't want to, give anything away. But I thought they looked like a professional football club, and that's what you want to look like. Mm-hmm. It was no one was on the ground. It was a smooth practice. Everyone's got excitement. Vrabel's got high energy. He's around everywhere. He's in the offensive drills, banging with dudes. It was fun. Saw the Bussin' with the Boys guys. They were cool.
Taylor and Will.
Taylor and Will.
Bussin' with the boys.
They were sick. Mm-hmm. They were doing their show over there. Walk in to practice. Vrabel's doing Bussin' with the Boys before practice. I go, Vrabes, what would you have said if the head coach was doing a podcast before practice when you were playing?
What'd he say?
He ended it right there. He goes, I got to go, guys. I got to go. I think I got up. I think I've Vrabeled him.
Oh, you did.
I think I've Vrabeled him.
Jules putting Vrabel on the spot.
Because Vrabel would have fucking busted someone's balls.
Yes. It's a different era though, man. It's a different era now.
It felt similar to ours with like a younger evolution of authority.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think I'm excited for him. I'm really excited for the Patriots this year.
Well, most importantly, how did the wide receiver room look?
I wasn't in the wide receiver room.
I mean, like not the actual room, but how did the wide receiver group look out at practice?
Pop Douglas, he looks good. Diggs made some big plays. He's looking good.
For what is he, 7 months
that's what's
surgery?
crazy. Yeah, he's 7 months out of ACL surgery.
And he's out there doing what he's doing now. That's impressive.
He looks very good for that.
I feel like he's going to get better as the year goes on as well. Like just to be 7 months and already out there making some plays, like you're just going to keep amping it up. I remember that, the same thing with my ACL surgery when I came back.
Yeah.
I played about 10 plays the first game, like 15 plays the second game. I was getting my feet wet, and then like 20 plays the third game, and then all of a sudden it just clicked, and then I just started dominating and then played every single play again from there on out. So you got to get your feet wet coming back from an ACL injury, especially at a skill position.
I think the hardest thing to get back when you have the ACL is the endurance strength. Like you can get and do your stuff like 1 out of 10 times. When you used to be able to do it like 10 out of 10 times, or you could do like 4 out of 10. You just can't, you die. But the longer load you have and the more your body's building up, like I say the same thing when I came off mine. When I came off mine, like week 8 is when I hit, all right, we're back. And that was like 18 months for me. So like he's already, I feel ahead of schedule. He looked pretty good. Matt Hollins, he's going to be a good physical dominance player out there, like one of the strong receivers that they could do a lot of the blocking with him. He could be a good red area target. He's big. He's physical.
What about Will Campbell?
I watched him
pick.
Yeah, he looked good. He looked good.
Big guy in person.
Big guy. He's big guy. Athletic.
How's that attitude? Mean?
I think that's his best thing.
Nice guy, but mean out on the football field?
He's a country bumpkin dude that like will die for his quarterback. I mean, he said it. He his attitude for being like the 4th pick is insane. Like that's what you want. That's a building block of character that you want to go into your football team. Like he's just all about the team. He wants the team to do well. He's willing to do anything for the coaching staff, for him to do his best job. Like that's what you feel. I don't know. I was only there for 1 day, but that's what I felt when I was watching him play. He takes in coaching, which that's a big thing for a top 5 pick. A lot of these guys think they got all the answers. He's taken the coaching. Him and Doug Marrone. I went and watched the linemen for a while. They were doing some really good drills on the pass-offs because it was a padded practice. So they have to take advantage of this day because there's only 8 padded practices for training camp or something like that. It's crazy. But I will say I didn't get to watch the defense that much. I didn't get to watch the defense as much as I wanted to. When you go to the practices, it's fucking like so many politics and shit. You got to go say hi to people. I'm really there to try to watch the shit. And, you got to talk to someone here, you talk to someone there. And, all of a sudden you're sitting there, and, fans are saying, Edelnut, Edelnut. I'm hearing Edelnut every 2 seconds. That's everyone calls me Edelnut. It's hard. And I'm just trying to focus.
Analyze.
I'm trying to analyze, dog.
Yeah. Well, for all you Patriots fans out there, I just want to say, if you want an update how the Patriots are looking, Julian just broke it down for the last 20 minutes. All about the offense, of course. He didn't have enough time to break down the defense, even though he would if he was there for 2 days. But that was a great description from all the way from Josh McDaniels.
No turnovers.
To Drake May.
No
to the
balls on the ground.
Line. Thank you, Jules, for that. Patriot fans, listen to Julian's breakdown over the last 20 minutes. It's legit. If you need an update of what's going on
Tommy
with
Curran.
the New England Patriots.
It was good, Tommy. It was
number 1 beat writer, Jules. Mike Reese, Jules. Who's Mike Reese? Mike Reese, I love you. You're Mike Reese, big piece. But that was Mike Reese, Jules, right there.
Mike
you
Reese,
got to get on his level, Mike Reese. I love you.
I didn't get to say hi to Mike. He was too busy fucking getting the insider information there on the hill.
He's a big shot.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of other people. It was good. It was fun. They got joint practice this week right now, right?
They're versus who?
Commanders. That'll be a good measuring stick. That'll be some good. You know what I heard though. I don't know if they're. I don't know. I can't.
What about this? I never really met Vrabel before. Just super quick for like 4 seconds at an event. Actually, that NFL honors it was at a Super Bowl. I've heard a lot of great things about him, but like, can you explain this? Because like his personality. Because yesterday, in training camp, he was bleeding from his face because he broke up a fight in joint practices between the Patriots and the Commanders. Whoever was fighting, he jumped in the pile to break it up and got hit, and his face started bleeding. Like, can you describe like what that means for the Patriots organization and the team?
I really can't. I don't think I've seen that.
Have you? Yeah, that's never been seen before.
Come on, Braves thinks he's still a player.
Coach just blows the whistle and just starts screaming at everyone, get out of here, get the fuck out of practice, you're done for the day. Vrabel joined the fight to break it up.
What? Vrabes.
Guy's got juice. Guy's got juice. He's got balls.
He got balls and juice,
does.
and he still looks the part.
He's gonna feel it one day though. He's gonna try to break up a fight, and he's gonna mess with the wrong lineman on another team.
Well, didn't he get ragdolled by Will Campbell? That's why we drafted him.
He might get tossed. He's gonna feel it. He's gonna pop a disc in the back or something.
He'll be in degeneration
fall backwards. Yeah, he'll join the degeneration disc club. We want him in the club.
So how did the fight? What's the report? Scuffle. How did it happen?
Henderson got in a scuffle with someone. There's no footage yet, but Vrabel went in there. Will Campbell went in there, pulled him out, and then it was just seen. Here he is bandaged up, and you can see him. This other picture, he's like got a rag that he's like wiping the blood off his face. It's breaking news.
Fucking Rabes loves that. He loves it. He loves having a little blood on his face. This guy.
He's down and dirty.
Did you watch the first episode of Hard Knocks?
I did not, but I heard about it. Buffalo Bills, my hometown. Josh Allen.
It was pretty good. It was pretty. You know what? But anytime I watch a Hard Knocks, I'm like everyone else. I'm like, this team looks so good. They're gonna have a shot. They're gonna win it all. Josh Allen is a fucking savage.
I read reports though online on Twitter/X that it was kind of boring though compared to other years.
I like it because you're getting to see the end of the other team. Like, and this is a winning team. This ain't some chicken shit team that, just got the first pick or this or that. This is a team that has been very good for a long time. 5 divisions in a row, right? This is their 5th division champion in a row last year. This has been a team, and it's been cool to get a little insight we don't see a lot of Josh Allen, like the inside and how he practices and how the team looks. And, it was a lot of Josh Allen, but I was entertained.
Any Haley Steinfeld?
Yeah, of course they had to bring her in. They brought her in. They brought her in just a little.
That's going to get
They got her on the
views.
red carpet talking about her man. She's like, yeah, she was at the helm. She is at the helm of them Bills. She said she's looking out for her.
Bill
hump.
Mafia loves her.
Do they?
Yeah, they do.
They have to. To. No, but those old helmets look so fucking cool. They wore the retro helmets in the stadium practice. I like McDermott. He's you remember? Didn't he have the Taliban thing once? I could tell where he had a good heart probably from trying to make that reference. He's one of those guys that's always talking about mindset, like some Navy SEAL shit. That wrestler kind of guy. I like that Shakir guy. There wasn't a lot of him, but I think he's gonna have a monster year. Number 10.
Who's gonna be the unsung hero of Hard Knocks for the Buffalo Bills?
I don't think we've gotten that far yet. We haven't had any of the younger guys they haven't given you that storyline where like the young guy on the fence about to make the team.
That'll be like episode 3, 4.
Could be this one. They could build it this next one. Where they follow like the undrafted rookie and his girlfriend to mini golf and like they golf and he's just sitting there talking about his job of what he probably will go do if he doesn't make the team, and she's over there like, don't worry, you're gonna make the team, baby. And then they go back and coach says, give me your playbook, and head coach wants to see you, and then he goes and does that second job.
Or he makes a team, and
and then he's the guy.
And then the girl starts crying. I knew you're gonna make the team.
Babe.
I believed in you from the beginning, since college days. Oh, now marry me.
It was cool. It was cool. I thought what? Oh, Tre'Davious White's still on the team. Is that Tre'Davious White, right?
Yeah, I think that was the guy I elbow dropped. Oh, that is the guy I elbow dropped.
You elbow dropped.
That's why you're bringing him up right now.
No,
Jules.
well, he was their first round pick in 17, and so we used to have to play him a few times. He's on the team. Their young corner that they drafted in the first round got banged up, so you saw that LCL. I think, but it was cool to see. Tre'Davious White was a first round pick for them 10 years ago, damn near 9 years ago. Now they got a first round corner, and it was cool to see his relationship with the young corner trying to help him. That was cool.
I saw a lot about Deion Dawkins drifting.
Oh,
what's that all about?
Deion Dawkins.
Yeah.
He's got a drift club in Buffalo that like on his off days, which doesn't seem that relaxing. Like he's like fully like engaged, forcing like, ugh.
Did he go to the University of Georgia?
Did he?
He had to have.
Temple.
Oh, Temple.
Mac Daddy. I think I knew that too. We've hung out a couple times, but the crazy thing is he's drifting and he's fucking really good at drifting. He Tokyo drift style. But he's got his like 2-year-old kid in there with the helmet. Like he's taking his 3 little kids, getting them. They're like, "Daddy, can we go drifting with you?" And he's like, "Yeah, get in." And he's like drifting with his little kids. I immediately wanted to go and drift with my kid afterwards. It was, dude, look at him. That's him. He's fucking good.
So that's at an actual like race course.
And he's doing it one-handed and shit.
That's at a drifting course.
Yeah, no,
it's not like they're just out in the streets doing
they're
it.
at it wasn't like
so
he didn't take like this is
so
right
it's
here.
totally
look,
legal
this is
what
him
they're
on
doing
the
right
Hard
now.
Knocks right here. This is
that's
legal.
Cool. That's cool. I like that.
But his kid's in there with him. He's like 2-year-old. He's like, and the little kid's like going
a good time.
Look, he's one-handed him. Look. He's a beast. That's some good ass fucking dad kid time though. That's a fun. That's
some conditioning right
look
there
at
as well.
Look at little man. He's like, damn, that was my turn.
To be able to go that fast and turn that fast, you get like G-force.
Yeah,
and like it actually brings your conditioning to a whole nother level if you can handle that.
Oh, he's definitely got a.
That's why he's such a beast.
But that was a fun scene. That was like, if you think about it, that was a sick scene. That was a fun Hard Knocks. Honestly, I'm a sucker for the Hard Knocks. I love watching football slow motion and getting an inside look at fucking teams. But this is a cool one because you're getting to look at the Bills, and then they showed the new stadium, showing Josh Allen. Josh has got like his pencil. He's like basically designing it and shit. He's like, yeah, I like this. No, I don't like this. Where's the hot tub, cold tub gonna be? I mean, it was a fun experience to watch. Yeah, and they were talking about the sauna. He goes, "Is the sauna going to be hot enough?"
Jules, you're spoiling it for me.
Yeah,
I still got to watch it.
But
I don't even have to watch it anymore.
No.
You're telling me every single detail.
But he talks about the sauna.
Keep it going though. I like it.
And you know for a fact that just like in NFL sauna rooms, guys are cranking these things up to like 280. They're putting all this water on it.
280, more like 230.
230.
280s.
But regardless, we had the two machines in ours, an extra big, right? But because of what all the guys do to get it pumping so hot, you go through the machines at like we get a new machine every year. Because you're not supposed to put water, like guys are putting like little ice cubes on them and it drips on it because you're manipulating the heater to think it's cold, but so it pumps out more heat, so it overworks the thing. But guys are in there, you know what I mean? So it was funny to hear him talk about, is the sauna going to be hot enough? Because we used to complain, remember, sauna ain't getting hot because we probably blew the engine. So it's funny how everyone has the same kind of bitchings.
What was the most amount of guys that you ever had a sauna session with?
It's a good one.
It is. It's a for real question. I mean, we would stuff everyone in. And like if there's standing room and there was like only room for one more person, you would somehow figure it out to get that one more person in the sauna room.
Yeah, and we would probably, I would say I've been in there with like 9 guys, 10 guys.
Probably made to fit 8 comfortably.
Yeah.
You get 9 or 10 in there uncomfortably.
And you know who you know who the gatekeeper is? Who's the gatekeeper that was always in there getting it warm?
Brandon Bolden.
Brandon Bolden, gatekeeper. You'd always see him. Sauna master. You'd always, fellas, it's not ready yet. Don't come in. It's not ready yet. He would stop us. I got to get it hot. Wait up. He doing his little fucking tricks and shit.
2 feet of ice.
2 feet of ice.
On top of the engine.
Yeah, he would get ice. He would sit there and he'd get little balls of ice and he'd make balls of ice and he'd just put them on there perfectly so it'd drip at a certain rate. And then he would fucking spray the walls down with hella water so it gets humid, and then he would get the towel and he'd whip it over his head for hella long. He's like, wait up, we gotta get this shit nice and hot. It's crazy. Sauna sesh. Always after practice too. Always after.
Never before practice, always after practice. Summer is here, and you can now get almost anything you need for your sunny days delivered with Uber Eats.
What do you mean by almost?
Well, you can't get a well-groomed lawn delivered, but you can get chicken parmesan delivered.
A day at the lake? That's a no.
A Philly cheesesteak? That's a yes.
A nice tan? Sorry, no. But a box fan? Happily, yes.
What about a day of sunshine? Not happening. A box of fine wines? Yes, that's happening. Delivery on its way.
Okay, how about some clear skies? Nope.
Well then, how about some French fries? Yep.
A cabana? No, not that. A banana? Yes, that.
How about a freshly cut lawn? Can't help you there. But a barbecued prawn? Order it and it's on its way. Even throw in some paper towels to clean up after the feast.
So while you can't get fun in the sun delivered, don't worry, because you can get pork buns delivered. Uber Eats can definitely get you that.
Get almost anything delivered with Uber Eats. Order now.
Alcohol in select markets. Product availability may vary by region. See app for details. I was back in Boston, Rob, and
How was that?
it was amazing. I went to Dorchester for a burger, someplace on the something hill.
Well, let's hear about that burger.
No, it was something hill, but everywhere I was going, people, you know what they were talking about?
Burger time.
It was a little burger time, but you know what they were talking about?
What's that?
They said, "You got any tickets to the live show?"
Oh.
Live show,
What did
August
you say?
28th.
What did you say?
I think we got like half BPPD going. BPPD, Boston Police Department. I got a couple guys in the inn there. They said there's going to be a showing of the cops in the live show, which will be fun. Everyone was talking about it. Everyone's like excited about it.
Everyone is excited
I
about
was
it.
getting a little nervous.
Live show is coming up August 28th. Just a few seats left up for grabs still. So get your tickets at Ticketmaster.com. We got giveaways. We got historic guests locked in. And I'm not even sure who the guests are yet, but that's okay. I want to be surprised as well. Possibly a wheel may be involved. And a lot of other surprises as well. So mark your calendars, 8 p.m. August 28th at the MGM Music Hall in Boston. And hit us up with any ideas that you guys got for the live show as well, because those ideas may come to real life. So we'll see you guys there.
It's going to be amazing. It's going to be awesome.
It will be. We already did a live show with Games with Names, and that show was excellent. And now this one's going to be
We need to partner
more
with the burger
improved.
spot.
We need burgers. We need burgers at the live show. If there's no
Burgers
burgers
and-
at the live show, Julian's not showing up, and I back him as well. So we need burgers at the live show, so expect burgers, everyone.
Wait a minute. Something just hit me.
Oh, what hit you, Jules? Your pain pills
Well,
from the surgery? Lucky guy. Lucky guy.
let me tell you, I was scrolling on
Scrolling?
Reddit, I think, and I found squirrels in the Los Angeles area have become carnivorous. Has anyone seen that else? Has anyone else seen that?
Yes. So from the fires, they've all got like their turf has been smaller.
Yeah.
Right. They've all come into the city. There's like squirrel orgies outside my balcony almost every day. It's
Yeah, the
crazy.
squirrels are eating animals now.
That's sick.
Fucking nuts.
I mean, squirrels are fast. Squirrels are strong. And they say that carnivore diet makes you both of those.
Maybe they're going to be faster and stronger.
Squirrels. All right, everyone. We have a new call to action. We're doing something really, really cool. This is a new segment this season, and it's sponsored by T-Mobile. And if you're a football player that makes a sick play, high school, college, Pop Warner, it doesn't matter. Send the video our way, and we will pick the coolest and craziest plays and air them here on Dudes on Dudes and determine what kind of dude you are. So post your highlights and tag at Dudes on Dudes using the hashtag Friday Night Dudes. Let's go. Send in your best clip, your best highlight film, and we want to rate it. We want to review it. It won't just be entertaining for us. It will be entertaining for everyone. So we appreciate all you guys that participate, and hurry up. Send it in so you guys can be the first.
Also, I mean, we want to do it. This is kind of like we used to have in the Bay Area, Sports Focus. Did you guys have like a local high school highlight thing? And we were featured on it once after we won a championship. It was so cool. Did you ever have one of those?
No, not really.
You didn't have like a local we had like all Bay Area that would show highlights of the high school football on like Channel 36. Which was like,
I mean, the local news would show a little bit of the highlights of like the big Friday night game, but it would be for like 30 seconds.
dude,
and they'd
we
show,
had
like,
a 30-minute
2
show
plays.
just for all of the high school sports.
Well, Jules, I was playing high school football in Buffalo, New York. We had 24 people in the stands.
I thought you were
in
in Pittsburgh.
California. Pittsburgh was my senior year. That was a whole different ball game. There was
They love that
14,000
shit,
people
right?
per game. And there was highlight shows and everything in news stations just to present the games.
West PA fucking loves
that
football.
were Friday nights. Oh, Western Pennsylvania football is like a whole nother deal. It's like Florida football. It's like California. It's like Texas.
We're basically
big time.
sports focused now. We're basically. Let's get into the Chillest Dude of the week, brought to you by our favorite beer, Coors Light. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door. Visit CoorsLight.com/dudes and celebrate responsibly. Got to crack a beer right there, Robbie.
Let's crack the beer,
can't
Jules.
get
Hey,
one.
please. I know you're stiff right now because of that neck surgery, so just please stay still. I'll get you that beer. And I just want to thank you very much for breaking down the Patriots offense, from the one day that you were at training camp for.
I thought it looked good.
The fans will appreciate that, and your breakdown was legit, man.
I mean, I would
It
love
was.
to see. They have Hunter Henry. He's going to be a good target for him too.
Very solid. He's the most reliable target that they have and will be again this year. He's a safety blanket for Drake May, and it's always good to have a young stud at the quarterback position to have a safety blanket that he can trust, and that's a veteran, and that's with Hunter Henry. So we're going to crack this beer. Cheers.
The Blue Mountains.
To the Blue Mountains, cold as the Rockies, and this is a time of year filled with hope, speculation, and wonder. That's right, it's time for a training camp edition of Crystal Balls. Let's look into our crystal balls for some answers, Jules. And I can tell you this, Jules has all the answers already about Patriots training camp, but this isn't just Patriots training camp we're doing. We're going to do all
Did I go off or
types
something?
of
I blacked
training
out.
camps. And crystal balls will be rolling. They will be shaking. Let's get into it. Thank you, Coors Light.
Crystal balls.
All right. The first crystal ball. Where's the crystal ball? Do we not have the crystal ball here? All right. The crystal ball is just a made-up crystal ball. We'll pretend to shake it right now. All right, here we go. The first one. The crystal ball asks, the Minnesota Vikings will win more than 8.5 games this season. What does the crystal ball in Julian's brain say 24 hours after neck surgery? This is an easy one. This is a given. Like, how are you thinking right now? You were just watching Kevin O'Connell on the NFL Network. You played with Kevin O'Connell. You know this guy is witty. He can talk. He can stand in front of a crowd and motivate you, Jules.
Nah, they're going to go over.
They're going over. I'm going over as well. Why'd you even think about that?
Because it's one of those ones where like they have a rookie quarterback that we have no clue how's he's going to do.
Justin Jefferson.
I know, but the
Addison.
I know Sam Darnold had the great year that Sam Darnold had last year, but Sam Darnold was also in like a 6th year of football. I mean, and he had some quality starts. We're going to J.J. McCarthy. I'm sorry to say, you watch him in college, he didn't throw the football that much. Now, he's got dynamic playmakers. Addison's going to be suspended for the first 3. They're only going to have Justin Jefferson. They have a really good defense. They have a really good offensive line. But, we're just going to assume that the kid's going to come in and win a lot of games like that. This is early his rookie year.
It's kind of like a rookie plus year. Because anyone that has had a red shirt year. So usually you can come in and be pretty legit after your red shirt year. I mean, let's go to a different sport. Look at Ben Simmons. He sat out, he redshirted, and then he became rookie of the year and absolutely dominated his rookie year. But
I hope he doesn't become Ben Simmons.
Yeah, but maybe for his rookie year.
I hope that he doesn't become Ben Simmons.
I was just giving an example of players in professional sports redshirting.
If he becomes Ben Simmons, that it would be probably wouldn't be good.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, it's the Minnesota Vikings, though, so it's not like you're a fan of the Vikings. Or maybe it would be
because Ben Simmons is good at distributing the football or the ball, but he can't shoot.
Playing defense. Yeah, that means J.J. McCarthy will have to go over to defense then.
Let's get back to the
eventually.
crystal
All right, let's
balls.
get back to the crystal ball. All right, the next crystal
Rob,
ball.
what does your crystal ball say?
Oh, over 8.5 games. There's no doubt about that. Kevin
No
O'Connell,
doubt.
very
Yes.
solid head coach. I never met him. Julian's played with him, but I've only heard great things. And guy knows football.
He does. He knows. They
Knows
say
how
he's
to-
tall. Sean McVay.
Yes, knows how to motivate his team. All right, here we go. And they have great players, great players. They ain't going to win the championship. I mean, division's too tough. They're not going to go to the Super Bowl, but they're going to be a very solid football team again. All right, here we go.
Crystal balls.
Crystal ball. Micah Parsons will play under a new contract with the Dallas Cowboys in 2025. Julian, we kind of talked about this subject the other week on Dudes on Dudes. I kind of like what you said, and it's going in that direction, is that there's always these games played with the Dallas Cowboys players, and then in the end, Jerry Jones finally comes through and gives them the contract that the player wants, and it's the biggest story. It makes headlines again, and the Dallas Cowboys are America's team. The publicity is there. That was a marketing scheme you were talking about. What do you think, Jules?
No,
Wow.
I think he's. I don't know. I think Mike is pissed.
Yeah, he is.
He seems pretty pissed about this whole thing. It's like he says he doesn't want to play for him. But I watch him.
That's just a gimmick.
I know, because I watch
Gimmick.
him at practice, and he's like helping out the younger guy. He's not practicing, but he's helping out the younger
Yeah.
guys. So he acts like he wants to be there. But that could be just the dude he wants. I'm gonna go no. I think something crazy is gonna happen.
I mean, if something does happen that's crazy like that, they're going to get a lot of compensation for him if they end up trading.
Could that be good for their team?
I think he stays. I think he's going to be playing under a new contract.
They just paid Ferguson too.
They did, but that was what Ferguson deserved, and it's
What do you
not
get,
like
12?
Yeah, like 12, but that's not going to affect the Parsons deal at all. The Parsons deal is going to be like around $40 million. A $12 million deal.
I know, but they
really
already have a
matter
60
compared.
with Dak. They have a 32 with CD. Now they have a 12. Like, how much money is there?
Yeah, it's going to be tough. The salary cap just never runs out. It just never will.
No, it did with our teams for some reason.
Yeah.
At least that's what we were told by the coaching staff.
It did.
We didn't have salary cap, but I swear to God, it's so hard to combat that when you look at the Philadelphia Eagles. Everyone's the highest paid guy, and you look at this team, everyone's the highest paid guy. It's fucking crazy. What? I don't understand the salary cap.
Yeah, I do a little bit. You just keep pushing it into the future, and the salary cap raises, so then you can, manage the money and then push more money into the future. The salary cap raises, but the salary cap has to stop raising eventually. There has to be a cap, unless if we keep expanding overseas. Well, then it'll just keep on going up and up and up. But one day it's going to have to plateau. That's going to be hard for a lot of teams, and that's the year that you do not want to be in
free agent.
agency. Yeah. All right, let's get back to the crystal ball. Subject number 3. Crystal ball asks, Justin Herbert and the Los Angeles Chargers will win the AFC West for the first time since 2009.
No.
I like where they're at. They just don't have the talent yet. Ladd McConkey, love him as a player, love him as a wide receiver. Love Coach Jim Harbaugh. One of
the running
greatest-
back.
one of
They
the
got
greatest
the North
coaching,
Carolina running back that's going to be
out
good.
there.
They got Najee Harris, who's going to
But
be all right.
They have too tough of a conference. The Raiders, according to Tom, that they're going to have a team this year when we were talking to him, which is probably true. The Denver Broncos, with Bo Nix and Sean Payton, they're going to be solid. It's going to be a tough conference. I just don't see the Chargers.
Chiefs.
And the Chiefs, obviously. I didn't even have to bring up the Chiefs because everyone knows it's the Chiefs.
I think the Chiefs are going to be
Tough
better this
conference.
year. People are sleeping on them like they just fucking died. I know Rasheed ain't going to be there for the first 4 or whatever, but that dude's a bad man, I think. I think he's going to be a dynamic football player. They're going to have Worthy. They're going to have Hollywood back. They're going to have health at the receiver position, which they didn't have all last year, and they still managed to go fucking win 14 games. People are sleeping
It's not
on them.
about the Chiefs. The crystal ball is asking about the Los Angeles Chargers.
No, they are
Joe.
asking about the AFC fucking West, and it runs through the goddamn
the
Chiefs.
crystal ball asks. Oh yeah,
That's what the crystal ball said.
did. He said, yeah.
That's what the crystal ball just told me.
All right. Well, that's the crystal ball in Jules' head. So
All right.
we're both going with no, though. On to the next subject with the crystal ball. Shador Sanders will start a regular season game for the Cleveland Browns. He's starting a preseason game. We're talking a regular season game now.
Whoa.
Well,
So
your
look-
crystal ball just got a little jumpy. Wow.
Well, he's starting this game, and like,
That's preseason, though.
regardless, it's still an opportunity. If he goes lights it up, he's going to earn more opportunity
Yes.
next week. Okay, that's what people. Now, everyone, Gabriel's got a hamstring, Kenny Pickett's hurt, and Flacco's kind of like their safety blanket who they want to start, right? But say Shador goes out here, plays this whole fucking game, and fucking has 3 touchdowns, lights it up. You have no choice but to give the kid more opportunity the next time. Like, he could luck into this thing. So I'm going to go. He might, yes, he's going to start a regular season game this year.
Yes, I agree. It's yes. He's focused.
Even if they don't want him to. Look, Gabriel's a small guy. You got a hamstring. You can't be a small guy and have a hamstring.
How do you even have a hamstring injury at
As a quarterback?
22 years old, a quarterback.
How we have a hamstring
how?
at 22?
Like, it makes no sense.
Like, we got to get that fixed. So you don't have that. Joey Flacco's getting. I don't want him to not. I want Flacco to play, but there's always a time in that whole scenario that we've seen for like the last 4 years where the team gets kind of stale with Joe, and then they always flip back to a different guy. They've done it like 3 times in the last 3 years in 3 different teams. So
I'm going with yes. I think Shador Sanders starts a regular season game for the Cleveland Browns. He's too determined. He's too focused to not, get that opportunity.
And plus, listen to this.
Let's hear this plus. Like medium plus?
No, this is like
a
medium
steak?
rare.
This is a medium rare plus steak. All right. So you were just medium rare with the take. Now you're going to add that plus. Let's hear it, Jules.
So Cleveland Browns have 2 first-round picks next year.
Oh.
Okay. See, what Cleveland Browns have a pretty decent team, except, they're a little old. The quarterback room's real young. Old. We're everywhere over there. I hear next year. Next year, that quarterback draft's supposed to be fucking really good. So what if they somehow just start Shador the whole year and just say, fuck it, and go gear up for Arch?
Ooh, Archie Manning. That's a plus take right there. That is a medium rare plus. That's actually
so then maybe he's definitely going to
plus
start.
Take right there.
Because what if
that's a well done plus take right there, actually, Jules.
I don't know.
You're reaching. Are you reaching?
I don't know. What if they go and try to? They're not tanking.
I mean, I would say that's a possibility. Once
they're not tanking.
Once you evaluate where the season,
we don't tank anymore.
That's a possibility. Once they evaluate where the season is going, about halfway, 3/4.
That's what I mean. So he's going to start.
So yes, but if they're dominating, then no, they're not going to tank or anything.
The Cleveland Browns dominating. Yes. Could you just say that?
Yeah, I don't know what I was.
Did
thinking.
you just say
You're
that
right.
in the NFC?
My crystal ball is getting tired. Okay.
I mean, that's a tough division too. You got the Ravens. You got a fucking Bengals team that's pissed off that hasn't won in fucking September since God knows when. Joey Burrows.
Put it this way: the Bengals are playing their starters in preseason this year. Because they finally want to start fast. I would say the reason why they didn't make the playoffs last year was because of that loss week 1 versus the New England Patriots when they had no business losing that game. So they got to figure out how to start fast. And, you got to change it up. Play them in the preseason. Play them not just a quarter.
I'll tell you
Play
right
them
now,
a full game. You got to be able to do that.
The thing is, Joey Burrow has been banged up in all the training camps that they haven't, like last year he had the wrist. They didn't know how it was going to go. So I understand they couldn't play him, but they got to play everyone else. Mm-hmm. They got to start fast. I like that they're changing it up, but that's a tough division. We didn't even talk about Ravens, Browns, Bengals, and we didn't even talk about the Steelers. And they got Aaron, and that's going to be fun to watch. That's going to be a fun conference. Fucking, I'm excited for football season.
I'm excited,
I need to chill out because this is a chill zone, all right?
All right, Jules, just chill out, all right? Because that was the Chillest Dude of the Week presented by Coors Light. And thanks to our favorite beer, Coors Light. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door. Visit CoorsLight.com/dudes. And to remember, always celebrate responsibly.
Always.
Always. Cold as the Rockies.
Cold as the Rockies. Well, that's been another episode of Dudes on Dudes. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. Comment a dude you want us to do. And remember, rate and review.
And call in and ask us a question on the chill line at 561-203-5789. And remember to follow Dudes on Dudes on YouTube, Instagram, X, TikTok, and Snapchat. We will see you all next week.
Dudes on Dudes is a production of iHeartRadio. For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts.